Yeah, what Essay and Ibumiri said is correct. And that is why I say the fight is not over. Because even the current Senate president, Godswill Akpabio, did 4 years. Subsequently, he lost election to the Senate and he became a minister. Now he came back this term and he became Senate president. If you add the first term plus the current one, he would not have done 8 years. Indeed, he's probably doing the 4, 5, 6, maybe he's approaching 7 years now. So if 8 years is a minimum requirement, he doesn't have the right to preside because he has not acquired the qualification. Right. If he got it in error, it has to be corrected. So that is why you don't make laws with people in mind. Number two, there is another thing that Adegbomire did not amplify. And that is the word consecutively. If you say consecutively, it means the first tenure of the distinguished Senate President, Akpabio, in the 8th Senate will not count because he was not in the 9th Senate and therefore is not consecutive. Strictly speaking, by the interpretation of the rules that have been made, he has only done, he's approaching 3 years as a senator for the purpose of ranking. For the purpose of ranking. Okay. And I hold the view that this is just, for me, is not adding value to the process. Nothing stop any senator from being Senate president for as long as first his people elect him or re-elect him and his colleague accept him. There is no shortcut to it. That is why I gave an example of distinguished Senator David Mark. He held that office for 8 years. And all he needed to do to hold the office for 8 years was to earn and sustain and service the trust line between the Senate presidency and the distinguished senators. Okay. Oftentimes you will hear David Mark saying, the senators are my bosses because they elect me. Because the only right you have is the one your constituency conferred on you, namely to be a senator. To be a Senate president, you are first among equals. And you know, when we turn our back and allow small things to happen, that is how Africans produce dictators that become bigger than their own country. That was just my point, nothing personal about it. I mean, for example, I know that what has informed that rule is the most publicized fact that there are a couple of former senators, like Ideta said you have to. Perhaps the most compelling case, obvious case would be that of Senator Oshiomhole, who was a deputy Senate president. Mm-hmm. Now he comes back to the 11th Assembly, assuming he wins. And then you say it's no more ranking because it is not consecutively. Or Senator Okowa, who was a senator before going to become governor. Exactly the same way as the distinguished Senate President Akpabio was senator, and then he lost election, he became a minister, and then came back to contest and become senator again. And he was considered as ranking. Now this amendment says that once it is not consecutive, you are not ranking. You cannot even be not just Senate president, you cannot even be a principal officer. How fair is that?
Very interesting point.
And quite a number. Nobody knows who is going to win the next election.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying that, you know, as a matter of morality, you don't make law either for yourself or make law against specific individuals that you fear will come. That is the beginning of the road to life, presidency, and dictatorship. That's why our neighbors can elect a 93-year-old man in Cameroon.
Very true.
It is something or 90-something years old man in, you know. That for me, those are the issues, nothing personal. Akpabio is my friend. Okay. But anybody who knows me knows that my friendship is important, but the country is much more important than my personal relationship with anyone.
Okay.